Well, John, we're on the road to the Crucible now. It's a very different environment than any other build-up to a World Championship, but I know you've said that you think it could have a very positive effect on the standard of play, and we could see some quite special snooker at the World Championship this year.
I think so, yeah. I think everybody's going to be really up for it. Everybody's going to be putting in extra hours because obviously they've not been near the table in the last 3 months, so that's just my personal opinion. It might be totally wrong, but I think the way the standard is nowadays, and I don't think players will be under as much pressure with the crowd not being involved in the Crucible as well, that I think there could be big numbers, centuries, maximum breaks. I think it could probably go down as the best ever, I would say.
And just how excited are you for the World Championship, given we'd almost kind of, many of us are sort of conceding it may well not happen? I mean,
very excited. I mean, as I say, the 32 players that will walk down the steps, I think it'd be lucky boys because, or girls. I mean, we don't know yet, but it could be really, because nobody thought it was going to be on, let's be honest. But as I said, everybody's worked hard together, and yeah, it should be brilliant walking down those steps again.
Back at the start of your career, the first time you went to the Crucible, you were quite open in saying you didn't enjoy playing there. It was a place that you struggled to adapt to at first. Yeah. Fast forward 8 finals and 4 titles. What do you think it is that about that venue that brings out the best in you?
Yeah, I think obviously just the experience you've had over the years being there, good times, bad times. But I think, as I said, as I've went through many bad times there, bad defeats, but I've also been at the highest high you can ever achieve there. And it's, as I said, it's amazing how a venue can change from one day to the next. You go from the 2-table format, and then if you manage to make it through to the semi-finals, you walk out the next day and there's just one table in the middle of the arena, and it's just you, your opponent and the crowd, and it's as I said, the best place you could ever play snooker in.
Good evening, Hazel. Good evening, everybody. And I've got to be perfectly honest, Hazel. Obviously, I've had tears in my eyes when somebody's won the tournament. I've never had tears in my eyes on walk-ons, but I've got to be perfectly honest. This is the greatest atmosphere we've ever, and I mean ever, had at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield.
You've been in that one-table setup the last 3 years. It's been an incredible record over the last 3 years to make it to the final on each occasion. I know you as a player pride yourself on titles, and that's what you aim towards, but can you take a lot of pride in your remarkable consistency over the last 3 years though?
Yeah, I think you look back in the things, and I think that, being honest, I think that the only match would have been the Mark Selby match when I was well clear, that most disappointed about. But I think the last two, I think, well, I was well and truly outplayed with Judd, but I think I was outplayed with Mark Williams as well.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! That was one of the most remarkable clearances you'll ever see at the Crucible. Mark Williams will be kicking.
I managed to make a fight of it and just obviously pipped me at the end. But no, you've got to be proud. As I said, it's a tough tournament to try and do well in. It's a long 17 days. But I would dearly love to go there again and taste it again, and that's maybe the reason why that once you taste that like the final night, you would love to try and go back again, and that's what we're trying again this year.
It was an incredible final with Judd last year. You both had goes at 147s, you both came close, you had the most centuries of any world final between you. I mean, the standard that he played at to win that, was that the best anyone's ever played against you at the Crucible?
Yeah. I mean, there's been other matches. Another match I can sit there and say, I think it was Matthew Stevens. I think I played him once in the quarter final. Might have been where I was just sitting there and I just never get a chance really, and that's what worked out against Judd. I think after the first session it was level 4-all, and then I think at the start of the second session I had a little chance to maybe 5-4 in front. I had a chance to maybe then go 6-4, and then when I missed, I didn't really get a shot from then on. I was 12-5 behind, and then I came out the next day, won the first couple of frames I think to make it 12-7, but then I didn't really do anything wrong to then I went too far behind again. So no, I think overall for that distance, best of 35, yeah, without a doubt, best anyone's ever played against me there.
And you mentioned the hunger that being in those last 3 finals has given you. If you were to go on and win a fifth title at some point in the rest of your career, do you think that would be the best moment of your career?
Yeah, it would, of course. Yeah, I think it would. Someone said to me, if you do it, you'll have done it in 4 different decades, which I'm thinking to myself, how could that be? Because I'm only 45. But I think the way the years have worked out, I think now if I could win it, it will have to be sooner rather than later, I'd imagine. But to do something like that, yeah, that would be an incredible achievement, I think. Yeah.
Well, it's a tournament we just can't wait for, and we can't wait to see you in action again at the Crucible, John.
Cheers, Roddy. Cheers.